Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain hold an official session of talks at Al Alam Palace. His Majesty the Sultan is at the forefront of those receiving His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain as an official reception ceremony is held for His Majesty the King to celebrate his arrival as an honoured guest to the Sultanate of Oman. And the trade balance of the Sultanate of Oman records a surplus of 6.5 million Omani riyals by the end of October 2024. Welcome to our news centre. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, held an official talks session at Al Alam Palace today. At the beginning of the session, His Majesty the Sultan renewed his welcome to His Majesty the King as a dear guest of the Sultanate of Oman, wishing him and his accompanying delegation a pleasant stay. For his part, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, expressed his sincere thanks and great appreciation to His Majesty the Sultan for the warm welcome, generous hospitality and good reception. During the session, the historical solid fraternal relations between the two countries were reviewed, as well as ways to enhance and develop them in all fields in a way that serves the interests of the two peoples and achieves their common aspirations. In addition to exchanging views on the latest updates in the region, all regional and international issues and matters of mutual interest. The official talks session was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers. His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister of Defence Affairs. His Highness Sayyid the Yazan bin Haytham Al Saeed, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court. His Excellency General Sultan bin Muhammad Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister. His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance. His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office. And His Excellency Sayyid Faisal bin Harab Al Busaidi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Kingdom of Bahrain. From the Bahraini side, it was attended by His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Personal Representative of His Majesty the King. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Personal Representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, President of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahraini Olympic Committee. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, Minister of the Royal Court. His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Committee for Urban Planning. His Excellency Lieutenant General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Minister of Interior. His Excellency Nabil bin Yaqub Al Hamar, Advisor to His Majesty the King for Media. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, Advisor to His Majesty the King for Diplomatic Affairs. His Excellency Dr. Majid bin Ali Al Nu'aimi, Minister of Public Affairs at the Royal Court. His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, Minister of Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, Minister of Finance and National Economy. His Excellency Abdullah bin Adil Fakhro, Minister of Industry and Commerce. And His Excellency Dr. Jum'a bin Ahmed Al Ka'bi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, who arrived in the country today on a two-day state visit, was accorded a popular and official reception ceremony to celebrate His Majesty's arrival as an honoured guest to the Sultanate of Oman, as the motorcade carrying His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and his guest, His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, passed through the Muscat Gate. A group of the Royal Camel Corps lined up on both sides of the road to welcome His Majesty the guest. After that, a group of the Royal Cavalry and the Royal Guards of Oman cavalry surrounded the official motorcade, accompanied by the military music unit, until it reached the National Museum building. Upon the arrival of the official procession to Welcome Hall in the Quarter Square of the entrance of Al Alam Palace, a popular reception was held in which a group of citizens, the joint folk arts groups and Al Ayyala music group participated, chanting welcoming phrases for the arrival of His Majesty the guest.
سلام من وفي العهد سلطاننا العز المجد هيثم يعل فال السعد وعمان في اعلى مقام والملك لله يدوم وبحي الملك عالي الهمام هذا حمد ساس الكرام بحرين والله والنعم حي الهمام ابن الهمام والملك لله يدوم ايوه بمقان ودلم ونشهدان عراقة شعوب ووطن اخوة على مر الزمان في خير ومحبة وام والملك لله يدوم يا مرحبا عد الفلك.
When the procession carrying the two leaders arrived at the inner courtyard of Al Alam Palace, the trumpets were blown. Then His Majesty the Sultan accompanied His Majesty the guest or the King to the podium of honor, where the national anthem of the Kingdom of Bahrain was played and the artillery fired 21 rounds in salute to His Majesty the King. After that, His Majesty the Sultan shook hands with the official delegation accompanying His Majesty the King, welcoming him and wishing him a pleasant stay and a successful visit. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa shook hands with the Omani side. That included Their Highnesses, Their Excellencies, the Chairman of the Shura and State Councils, Their Excellencies the Ministers and the Commanders of the Sultan's Armed Forces and the Royal Oman Police. His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain was accompanied during the visit by an official delegation comprising of His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa, personal representative of His Majesty the King, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, personal representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, President of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, Minister of the Royal Court, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Committee for Urban Planning, His Excellency Lieutenant General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Nabil bin Yaqub Al-Hamar, Advisor to His Majesty the King for Media, His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, Advisor to His Majesty the King for Diplomatic Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Majid bin Ali Naimi, Minister of Public Affairs at the Royal Court, His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, Minister of Finance and National Economy, His Excellency Abdullah bin Adil Fakhro, Minister of Industry and Commerce, and His Excellency Dr. Jum'a bin Ahmed Al Ka'bi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq was at the forefront of those receiving His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, at the plains steps, wishing him and his accompanying delegation a pleasant stay. Along with His Majesty the Sultan, he was received by His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court, His Excellency General Sultan bin Muhammad Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, Head of the Mission of Honor, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Sayyid Faisal bin Harb Al Busaidi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Excellency Dr. Jum'a bin Ahmed Al Ka'bi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the Sultanate of Oman, members of the Mission of Honor accompanying His Majesty the King, and members of the Embassy of the Kingdom of Bahrain in Muscat. The aircraft carrying His Majesty the King was accompanied upon entering the airspace of the Sultanate of Oman by a squadron of military aircraft of the Royal Air Force of Oman until it arrived to the Royal Airport to welcome the honourable guest. After that, His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King proceeded to the hall, passing between two rows of the Guards of Honour from the Royal Guards of Oman. After a short break, the motorcade carrying His Majesty the Sultan and His Majesty the King left the Royal Airport, heading to Al Alam Palace. Locally, the trade balance of the Sultanate of Oman recorded a surplus of 6.5 billion Omani Riyals at the end of October 2024. Statistics issued by the National Centre for Statistics and Information indicated that the total volume of commodity exports at the end of last October recorded more than 20 billion Omani Riyals, with an increase of 8.7% over the same period in 2023. The value of commodity imports to the Sultanate of Oman amounted to more than 13 billion Omani Riyals, with an increase of 11.4% at the end of last October. The value of re-export operations from the Sultanate of Oman also increased to 1.4 billion Omani Riyals, and the United Arab Emirates topped trade exchange operations in non-oil exports at the end of last October with a value of 839 million Omani Riyals, followed by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with a value of 663 million Riyals, Omani Riyals, then the South Korea with 580 million Omani Riyals. Asiyad Group successfully executed an integrated shipping operation from the Republic of India to the Republic of Nigeria by providing multimodal shipping solutions via the sea and air to transport a heavy load of 335 metric tons of specialized equipment. The operation included the transportation of compressed natural gas equipment, generators and electrical panels, empty gas cylinders and spare parts, starting from assembly, storage to shipping to documentation and customs clearance, and ending with simultaneous air and sea transportation. Through this operation, the group confirmed its ability to provide integrated logistics solutions that meet the needs of global markets and enhance international supply chains through its extensive network of operations in major global markets. The Ministry of Health launched today the National Survey for Non-Communicable Diseases in Muscat Governorate. The survey includes field visits to residential neighbourhoods in Muscat Governorate to collect data on prevalence of non-communicable diseases like hypertension, diabetes, chronic respiratory diseases, cancer and heart diseases. The launch ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Saoud bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Governor of Muscat. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, through its Small and Medium Enterprises Committee, in collaboration with a local telecommunications company, signed work agreements with 40 small and medium enterprises to support investment and economic opportunities for those SMEs. Here is a report. To support investment and economic opportunities for the small and medium enterprise sector, the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in collaboration with the Omani Qatari telecommunications company Ooredoo, signed work agreements with 40 small and medium-sized enterprises.
We are pleased today to celebrate signing about 40 MOUs with Ooredoo and the SMEs. And this is part of the agreement and cooperation between Ooredoo and the Chamber of Commerce.
The work agreements include offering customized communication packages promoted through the offices of small and medium enterprises. They also include providing training programs and communication offers to improve the efficiency of these enterprises and enable them to earn additional income by selling the services provided by Ooredoo.
Today we are in the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry working to take the Memorandum of Understanding that we have signed in the past few months and activating it. And one of the initiatives is to involve up to 1,000 Senate offices across the country to be able to resell Ooredoo B2B services. The services will include fixed connectivity, internet and mobile services, along with some basic ICT services that are required by the small and medium enterprises.
The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, through its Small and Medium Enterprises Committee, is keen to develop the private sector using available tools and programs to advance the economic development journey in the Sultanate of Oman. They also aim to create a supportive and stimulating environment for the growth and sustainability of this business category. Innovative solutions transforming education with a focus on advancing educational technology in support of Oman Vision 2040 were the main highlights of the Inoxera Global Summit 2025, held in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and in partnership with Classera. More details coming up in the following report.
The Sultanate of Oman took center stage by hosting the Inoxera Global Summit 2025, the region's largest ed-tech event. Redefining the future of learning and technology, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Classera, the summit brought together global leaders and major organizations such as Intel, Microsoft, Omantel and Alexo to explore the future of education.
We in the Ministry of Education are happy to say that we have already launched an e-learning project in different schools in 4 regions. and we are going to expand it also in the next semester in other regions, inshallah. By the end of the year or the advent of the next year, we are going to launch for all schools in the ministry. And this project is going to enhance also using technology in teaching and learning, and also make students also interact with the e-learning platform, with the content that are also provided by teachers and also some curriculum experts.
We are happy here to be at the Nuxera event and summit, which is the biggest summit specialized in education technology, EdTech, in the region and beyond. For Oman, and to sponsor this event through the Ministry of Education is a big sign that Oman is trying to adopt some of the latest technology in every field, including the technology of education, and speaking the language of the new generation, adopting some of the latest AI, some of the latest technology in general into education, which is very essential for everyone. We are very happy about the announcement that happened here, and it shows how Oman is pioneering in many fields, including the EdTech field.
Under the theme Beyond the Screen, Expanding the Boundaries of Learning, the summit focused on sustainable innovation. Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Kindi highlighted its alignment with Oman's Vision 2040, aiming to enhance digital skills in education.
It's my pleasure to be part of this event. We touch a lot of benefits through using modern technologies in education. For instance, customized educational content based on students' needs and abilities, enhancing technological skills for teachers and the students. They can access the lessons anywhere and anytime.
A key moment was the launch of Tamkeen, a platform developed by Oman Tel, Clasera and Al Mentor to enrich Arabic digital content. The event also celebrated the 2024 Innovation Teachers Award, recognizing educators transforming education through technology. Nuxera 2025 reaffirmed Oman's commitment to leading educational innovation and preparing for a knowledge-based future. The event was attended by their excellencies and the secretaries of the Ministry of Education and other officials.
Major General Hamid bin Ahmed Sakroon, head of the Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies, received Major General Hassan bin Abdullah Al-Malki, commander of the Saudi National Defense University, and his accompanying delegation. The two sides exchanged cordial talks and discussed several matters of common interest, particularly topics related to the academic aspects. The Royal Navy of Oman organized a symposium under the theme Priorities of Scientific Research and Innovation in Oman Vision 2040 and the role of military and security academies and colleges. The symposium reviewed the challenges facing higher education in the Sultanate of Oman and highlighted the most important experiences in conducting applied research in military and civilian higher education institutions. The symposium was organized under the auspices of Major General Hamid bin Ahmed Sakroon, head of the Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies. Marking 5 years of the renewed renaissance, the January Residence project is launched in Oman's first smart city, offering a seamless blend of luxury, heritage and smart living. More details coming up in the following report.
The January Yanai Residences project has officially launched sales in Sultan Haytham City, Oman's first smart city, marking 5 years of the renewed renaissance under His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq's leadership.
We are so glad to witness today the launch of Yanai residential neighborhood within Sultan Haytham City. It comes as a continuous effort that we are giving along with all related and relevant governmental and private entities to deliver the city and to deliver the vision behind the city. Just a few weeks back, we witnessed the launch of another neighborhood, Hayy al-Nuha, through Tibian Company. And in the couple next days, we will witness another launch for another neighborhood through Ahli Sabur, another international developer working within the city itself. Today is definitely a celebration for what we've been working toward for the last 1.5 years, but it's only a promise that within 2 years we will see those actual plans that we saw during the event happening, and we are expecting and we are waiting for people inshallah to see that within those couple of years they will be able inshallah to move into Sultan Haytham City.
Adante Realty, the real estate arm of the Al Adrak Group, unveiled its flagship projects, Yanai Residences, at a grand event attended by His Excellency Dr. Khalfan bin Saeed Al-Shuaili, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, along with key figures from both the government and private sector.
Today is a very important day for us, for the nation, for Sultan Haytham City. It's a blessed month. We are really proud to be part of this project, to offer whatever the nation can offer for the citizens as well as the investors. So we made a 14-month journey for conceiving Yenair today. So it is a milestone for us.
Spanning 56,000 square meters, Yanai Residences blends modern luxury with Omani heritage. It features 723 residential units, over 5,000 square meters of commercial space, and premium amenities, including fitness centers, swimming pools, lush green landscapes, and smart living solutions aligned with Oman Vision 2040.
The most important thing is that I've been living in this country for some time, and my children have been born and brought up here, but they're more Omanis than, in their natural home. And as an expatriate, this is a wonderful project because we've been looking at projects and areas where we could put our money back into the system, and it will be beneficial for us as well as the country which we are living in, such a beautiful country as Oman.
Named in tribute to His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, the Yanai Residences embody luxury, living, sustainability and community. As a freehold projects for all nationalities, it aims to set new standards in Oman's real estate sector. Masakin Yanair, a 125,000 square meter project, offer a blend of modern luxury, sustainability and smart living, making it a prime investment and a vibrant community for residents. It is within the Sultan Haytham City, the country's first smart city, featuring green technologies and innovative solutions for enhanced quality of life. Spanning 2.5 square meters, city captures aspiration of a new Oman, making it a prime investment and a vibrant community residence. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Abdullah. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain hold an official session of talks at Al Alam Palace. His Majesty the Sultan is at the forefront of those receiving His Majesty the King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, as an official reception ceremony is held for His Majesty the King to celebrate his arrival as an honoured guest to the Sultanate of Oman. And the trade balance of the Sultanate of Oman records a surplus of 6.5 billion Omani riyals by the end of October 2024. With that, we do come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it is good night and stay safe.